Before we even get to that, let's talk about how you met. Goodness.
Me or you?
You. You do it. Mine is like long-winded. I will keep going.
Well, met what? This is about 9 years ago now.
Yeah.
On a blind date.
It's
So
been
you can-
9 years?
Yeah.
And it was a blind date?
Blind date.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you guys to have like another conversation? Because sometimes you can go on a date with someone, right? And then you feel like, okay, yeah, no, ne? The conversation now starts reducing, the calls, the pictures, there's no communication. But when you went home, did any of you check on each other? Like, did you get home safe? Was it still good morning? Hi, how are you? Like, did that continue?
We did speak just generally, and then we got talking even when I got back to
Yeah,
Jakarta
when you
as well.
got back, because I didn't come on the date and you're like, what's happening?
Oh yeah, I called. I was like,
You know,
oh, what
I was
happened
like, no,
last
I feel sick. I'm sorry. I'll see you later. So we started chatting for a few weeks, not like 2 weeks. Then he calls one day and he says, you know, I'm thinking that we could try being exclusive, nothing serious, but just see where this could go. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You came back after a month of the first meet, and that's the first time we kissed. When you just arrived, it was like so natural. It was just like, oh, hi. I was like, okay. And he met Asante that day, and then he took me to Mint.
Oh, Asante is Lulu's daughter, by the way.
Yes. So he took me to Mint Cafe, then asked me officially, can you be my girlfriend? Yes. And then the
live
the
for that. You
kicker
have to
for
say
me.
yes or no. Hey,
Yes, you should. Someone should ask, and I'm glad he knew. That's when I knew, okay, this one, keeper. Then he asked me to go for dinner and just says, we're going for dinner somewhere. And he took me to his family.
Yeah.
Immediately, you just threw her in.
Day one.
And it goes back to the thing that we all, like, when a man knows, he knows. And when people know, they know. Like that wow.
That's true because you know what?
It was
I
a
grew
lot.
up with
It was a
mom
lot for you?
and dad always being, well, they taught us a lot to do with like relationships and whatnot. So listen, if you are going to pick up someone, go into the house and introduce yourself. I know in Zambia it was a bit tricky.
Yeah. Oh,
The
actually,
same
yeah,
thing I
you
did with
even
dad.
met mom and dad that day
Yeah.
because I was leaving Asa with them.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm coming in. I said, to do what?
I was like,
He says,
they
no,
need to
I
know
need to
who's
tell them. I'm
taking
like,
their
I don't
daughter
live with them. You
somewhere
don't
or
need to
sorts, yeah.
report. But he met them that day too.
Yeah, so I think they taught us, like, you know, just be open about it. If you are dating, you're dating. It's not a bad thing. Don't hide about it. And yeah, that's it. So I took her home. We had dinner, mom and dad.
And you held my hand the entire time. You're such a sweetie sometimes.
In front of his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The entire time. And that was so strange for me. I wasn't accustomed to that. I hadn't really experienced it, especially dating someone Zambian. So it was so new, and
It's probably the quietest she's ever been in her life.